Welcome back, ladies and gents. You know what time it is. It's NFW Plays Smackdown v Raw 2007 GM mode. I'm Richy Delight, and I'm teamed up with Andre Soares, and we are in week number 7, and things are starting to take shape. So as we were carrying on from last time, whoops, meant to go to the Power 25.
There we go.
So you can see Batista is...
Back up. That's where I like to see Batista.
But still with four in the top 5, technically.
Well, the details.
So Rey Mysterio, he loses, but he's still there, so that's that. Booker T coming in number 5. He's looking to win that big gold again. Bobby Lashley with a big victory over The Undertaker moves up from 7th to 6th. Umaga down from 7th to 6th to 7th, should I say. Chavo is our new Cruiserweight champ. The Mexico's Smackdown certainly is the home of the lightweights. I'm telling you that. Boogeyman, Snitsky in there for the first time in God knows however long. And Finlay and Shelton Benjamin, plus 2 new signings for me that I'm sure you'll see quite soon.
Ooh, keeping it under wraps. Well, Mr. Monday Night Rob Van Dam is not what I meant to say. I wanted to say with Monday Night Raw. I don't know why I said Mr. Monday Night, but anyway, we have Batista first, Mick Foley in second, which has been kind of the norm lately. Randy Orton back into 3rd place, and John Cena down to 4th place after losing against the WWE Champion Batista, losing his chance to get a shot at the WWE Championship. Then we have Edge and Lita cementing their place in 5th, Melina in 6th, JBL in 7th, then Carlito and Masters actually dropped down to 8th. This is because JBL got a good victory in the handicap match with Ric Flair. Then Masters and Carlito down to 8th, I've said that. Then Mr. Monday Night Rob Van Dam in 9th. Ric Flair coming up to 10th, hopefully he's feeling a bit more happy. Matt Hardy coming up into the Power 25. Great Khali coming up into the Power 25 in 12th. And Kane and the Big Show dropped down to 13th. Even though Kane picked up the victory, Big Show lost in the pre-show main event. Trish Stratus came down quite a bit, and Paul Burchill, the new superstar, goes straight away into the Intercontinental Championship title, it seems, the picture. But that's not where I'm going to use him. That's not where I'm going to use him for now. I think it's a good idea to build him up a little bit more. So yeah, that's absolutely fine. And I guess it's my time to book the show. And look at where we are. We are in Washington, D.C., District of Columbia. This is the home of the Animal Batista. So I have a good idea for a main event. We are going to have an amazing match. We are going to have a match between the WWE Champion Batista versus Randy Orton. But Batista is going to need some support in his corner because Randy Orton is going to bring Edge. So Batista is going to bring Mr. Monday Night Rob Van Dam. Randy Orton can bring his partner Edge. There we go. That's our main event in the hometown of Batista. I'm just hoping for an amazing match right there. Now, non-title at this case. I'm thinking I want to keep the title picture still a bit of an incognito until we get closer to someone's pay-per-view. I'm not going to say exactly whose pay-per-view, but I'll think about that. Let me do an advertising promo here because I still need to get some cash to make sure that I don't run out of contracts or anything. But I would like to give an interview space because there's someone who's been wanting to say something for a while. And it is Ric Flair. Ric Flair
still content, just one.
But not unhappy. Not unhappy, because he was unhappy and he's now content. So Ric Flair is going to have his interview space, and then straight away he's going to once again team up with JBL, because it worked well last week. So it's going to be JBL and Ric Flair. Ric Flair versus the newcomer team of William Regal and Paul Burchill. It will be Mentor and his protege versus Ric Flair and JBL. Well, it is what it is. William Regal and Paul Burchill. Mentor and protege. I don't know why I have to pay $10,000 for Regal to do an interview, but guess he's just that
just
expensive.
his wage to talk.
Yeah, exactly. It seems like it. I would also like to have. We're going to have the pre-main event. We're going to have an interesting match right here. We're going to start the rivalry correctly. We're going to have John Cena facing with the Great Khali. Boom, one-on-one on Raw. We're going to let Great Khali rest after that grueling parking lot brawl last week. In the middle of the show, we are going to have another singles match. In this case, we are going to have Melina with Lita in her corner versus Tori Wilson with Trish Stratus in her corner. Where is Trish Stratus? Trish Stratus, there we go. Absolutely fine. Now, I have 2 slots left. I just want to make sure the inactive superstars I have are the ones I need. Absolutely. Yeah, I've got Kane and Big Show, Carlito and Masters. And that's exactly what I want. I want to have a singles match with managers where I'm going to have Big Show versus Carlito with Kane and Chris Masters. And guess what? I'm going to double book all of them because we are going to have straight after that Big Show versus Chris Masters with Kane and Carlito as the managers. So
wow, just the match after as well. Hold on, Big Show's...
hang on.
Yeah.
No, Big Show versus Carlito. I want Kane versus Chris Masters. Got it wrong, sorry. Boom, one after the other. So they're not even going to leave the ring. It's going to be straight, one after the other. So that should leave me with Matt Hardy.
Oh, your Diva
Mick
Bikini
Foley.
contest. You can just whop in the...
I could just whop in the...
That'll get you some money.
Well, I think I need to give Ric Flair a bit more of a space for him to vent his frustrations. I want to hear what the superstars have to say. I'm not going to hide away. We are going to have a main event in the pre-show. That's right, it's going to be Mr. Mick Foley facing on Matt Hardy in what I'm hoping to be a show stealer for the pre-show. It's going to be a fantastic pre-show. And
pre-show main event.
A pre-show main event, yeah, there's a reason why it is a pre-show main event. So yeah, Big Show versus Carlito with Kane and Chris Masters. Then Kane versus Chris Masters with Big Show and Carlito. Ric Flair's going to have an interview. Then it's going to be JBL and Ric Flair versus William Regal and Paul Burchill. Then Melina with Lita versus Tori Wilson with Trish Stratus. Then we have John Cena versus the Great Khali. And then the main event, the hometown hero, Batista versus Randy Orton with Rob Van Dam in his corner because Randy Orton is bringing Edge. That is my match card. I'm confirming this. Over to you.
Wow, just making sure everyone got on then, weren't you? So we did actually deviate from the usual.
Oh, I forgot about that.
So we'll give you a quick so we can crack on with this week.
Yeah,
so we got Lita and Melina, Trish Stratus and Tori, Ric Flair and JBL with the big victory over RVD. Lots of 2.5 stars. That's what I'm liking to see from the other show.
But look
Great
at that main event, though.
Great Khali with the big... Yeah, well, we're getting there. Great Khali beating Kane. Randy Orton with Edge defeating Mick Foley. Carlito and Chris Masters defeating Paul Burchill with William Regal. And then Batista v John Cena. And did you have a pre-show? Oh, look at that pre-show. Lovely. Matt Hardy just stealing it. Just stealing it week in, week out.
Yeah. And give us your crappy show as well. Come on.
Oh, we both got 2.5 stars. They're
yeah,
well,
even though we showed 3 stars in the banner.
Yeah.
But, the banner seems to be always wrong.
Finlay and Boogeyman with the big victory over Eminem. Chavo Snitsky defeating Rey Mysterio 2.5. Umaga Shelton 2.5. First Blood. Wow. Bobby Lashley picking up a victory over The Undertaker for the, well, non-US, but that's always a good victory to have over The Undertaker.
Does he get a shot?
Kurt Angle, Gregory Helms, 2.5 stars though. That's
2.5.
That's not too bad.
You
and
were saying...
Triple H. I think I said 4 stars, but I think 2.5.
I heard
2.5, 4 stars. I think they're the same. I think they're pretty close. It's not far off. Like, and Shawn Michaels, the World Heavyweight Champion, teaming up with, well, technically the #1 contender in Triple H, lost to Ken Kennedy and Booker T. And super crazy, Psychosis smashing it. 2 stars from both of us on the pre-show, so not every show's a winner. So we got the main event, and you may see my new signings, but
in the main event, that would be surprising, actually.
You may see my new signings. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw a World Heavyweight Championship match. Shawn Michaels is defending against Booker T. Don't know why I went the other way for that.
For the
Booker
World
T,
Heavyweight Championship. Wow.
For the World Heavyweight Championship. Booker T in the number 5 slot. Rey Mysterio, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Kurt Angle, Booker T. That's what we're talking about. And now we're going to have match number 5. We're going to set off with we're going to have... let's work this out a different way. So match number 1 to kick off the show. World Tag Team Championships. Ladder. So, I suppose you can't have a regular tag.
No, you wouldn't have.
It's going to be that team of the Finbugs, and they're going to come, or the Boogie Fins, and they're going to take on Super Crazy and Psychosis for the Tag Team Championships. Look at that, both of them in the Power 15. I don't know if you saw my new signings, but I'm gonna keep it under wraps for now. What do you have when you got a pay-per-view coming up? Pay-per-view hype. That's pretty standard. Plus, the new Cruiserweight champion, wherever he is, Chavo Guerrero, he's going to talk. He's going to let us all know how he's so much better than all of us.
Well, he's a Cruiserweight champion, so in theory...
He is the Cruiserweight champion. He's not a Cruiserweight champion.
Did I say A? I don't know what's wrong with me today. Something wrong with my English-speaking abilities.
You may as well call this a pay-per-view, because we're hitting big.
Oh
so
my.
we're going to have a triple threat for the men that cannot be separated at this moment in time. Both going against Undertaker. It's Umaga, Shelton Benjamin, and the Undertaker. That's right, for the US Championship. Look at this. Just. I could just leave it now. I could just leave it now if I wanted. After that, we're going to have Triple H taking on Ken Kennedy. After the big win, it's a chance for Ken Kennedy to move up even further into the cards.
Triple H versus Ken Kennedy. I think that was what they wanted in WWE back then.
Kennedy trod on the wrong snake, didn't he? Look at it. Oh, I've just given it away.
Oh.
It's fine. No one noticed.
No one
it's
noticed.
all right. So now it's going to be a handicap match. 1 on 2. No, do you know what? Let's be civilized. It'll be 1 on tag. 1 on tag, because we're fair here at Smackdown.
So what's the difference between 1 on 2 and 1 on tag? 1 on 2 is tornado, and
1 on 2 is in the ring.
And 1 on tag is just regular tag.
1 on tag is there's some benefit, but it's not. Right, so it's going to be Snitsky and his backup, Gregory Helms. That's right, Gregory Helms, looking to just do bits on SmackDown. Looking to get back into the title scene. I say back into the title scene. And now we're going to have... It's going to be Johnny Nitro taking on Bobby Lashley.
Johnny Nitro.
Johnny Nitro, before he was John Morrison. Back when he wrestled for WCW.
Apparently.
And let's have a pre-show. Let's give Nitro double duty. So let's give Nitro double duty against the Boogeyman, and we'll see how Nitro does.
Boogeyman also in double duty then?
Oh, Boogeyman is in double duty. Yeah, that's fine.
All right, interesting.
So there we go. We're gonna end Johnny Nitro. We're not going to end Johnny Nitro. We're going to end with Johnny Nitro, be the Boogeyman.
We're going to end Johnny Nitro. Right, are you ready?
And then the Finbugs v Eminem, Triple H, Ken Kennedy, pay-per-view, Bobby Lashley v Johnny Nitro, Umaga, Undertaker, Shelton Benjamin, that's costing $1,000 for some reason. Maybe I have to hire more cameras or something for all the action.
It's a specialized referee. It's a special type of referee you need for triple threats. But I mean, you're paying $10,000 for Chavo to say words.
To just talk, yeah. To just, I may as well have Chavo do the pay-per-view hype and save another $10,000. It's going to be Rey Mysterio v Snitsky and Gregory Helms, and then Shawn Michaels v Booker T in. Oh, I have to confirm the show.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Yep. Okay, so here we go. Johnny Nitro, and it's the Boogeyman, but can he take that into... No, he cannot. So Eminem is still the champ... not Eminem, sorry, the Mexicals.
Mexicals are still champions, yeah.
Lots of slip of the tongue going on tonight.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
So Finlay wasn't able to do it in his hometown, but I'm sure he's going to get another chance. Triple H still keeping that #1 contendership against King Kennedy. Bobby Lashley with the big victory over Johnny Nitro. Shelton Benjamin is the new US champion. What does this mean for The Undertaker? Who knows? But I'm sure The Undertaker's going to have a bigger prize to set his eye on. Rey Mysterio picking up the big victory over Lashley. And not Lashley, sorry, Snitsky.
Gregory Helms.
And Booker T is the new world champion. So that means we, at some point in the very, very, very near future, are getting Booker T v Triple H. That's right. It's WrestleMania 19 all over again.
Just with an inversion of parts. But anyways... Right, it's back to the main show, Monday Night Raw, and we had an amazing match in the pre-show main event, where we had Mick Foley besting Matt Hardy and getting the victory. Boom. Now, going into the main show, we had Carlito with the victory over Big Show, and Chris Masters with the victory over Kane, so the World Tag Team Champions dominating. Amazing, amazing match. Good. Then, tag team match, JBL and Ric Flair carry on with their winning ways. JBL and Ric Flair besting William Regal and Paul Burchill in what was their debut as tag team. So it didn't go as well as I wanted. Interesting. Then, in the singles match, we had Melina, the champion, the women's champion, beating Tori Wilson with Lita and Trish Stratus in each lady's corner. Then on the fifth match, the Great Khali wins against John Cena. Interesting. I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting that result. And then the big main event, we had the World Heavyweight Champion, the hometown hero, Batista, with Rob Van Dam beating Randy Orton with Edge. That was my show. Are you ready to see the ratings?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Oh, well, the cat's out the bag.
Oh,
80,000.
No. You put a lot of gimmick matches.
Lance Cade has signed with Smackdown. That's right. We're looking at not only the best singles talent, the best tag talent. And Lance Cade, who has he come with? Who knows? Probably if you remember 06, 07 WWE, you'll probably know who he came with. And Trish Stratus cannot buy a victory. Her 5th loss in a row. Could she be coming to some... Oh, and also off camera, I nailed down Shawn Michaels. That's right. I mean, I don't know why I did, because he lost. I need to nail down Booker T now, it seems.
I guess so.
Winner and new champion, it's got to be Booker T. That's right. Doesn't matter whether it's his 1st or his 15th, but it's actually his 6th. That's right. It's his 6th time.
Are you gonna actually do the 6 times? 6 times.
He's won. I'm not gonna do it. We've only got so long on episodes.
True. Fair enough.
And Psychosis and Super Crazy, definitely Smackdown heavy this week for this news on WWE. So you know it's unbiased.
I do not like this. How did you get... Well, you had a few championship matches, and you put a lot of gimmick matches on, so... Hang on.
1,
yeah.
2...
Yeah, 1, 2. That's
ladder.
2 more than the ones
ladder.
I did. That's 2 more than the ones I did, so...
No, I only did the ladder match. What was the other one?
It's alright. It's alright.
Excuses.
It's alright. No, it's okay. I see how the game works. Oh, well.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's got to wrap up the 8th episode this time. So on another dominating victory for Smackdown,
Ouch.
moving 100,000 fans, 200,000 fans, technically, ahead of Raw. Tune in next time to see how it's working out. Comment down below who you feel had the better week, who you feel is being the overall better GM. Check out the rest of the videos on YouTube, youtube.com/New Force Wrestling. Check out the wrestling. Check out the Facebook, facebook.com/New Force Wrestling for all upcoming shows, training school news, and much, much more. I've been Richy Delight.
And I've been Andre Soares.
And we hope to see you for episode 9.